An unprecedented wave of urbanisation means more than half of the world now live in urban areas. We import more food than we grow and are more vulnerable to supply disruptions. To overcome this problem of food insecurity, some believe we need to create sustainable farmland right where we live. Sofian Juniwan and Milton Sao find out what's being done right here in Singapore.
Tui Fen has been making compost for 8 years. She collects fruit and vegetable scraps at wet markets and coffee grounds from a restaurant and composts them.
I've been making compost heap the kueh lapis way. So at the bottom of the heap, it's really like the fallen twigs. So the kueh lapis have like fallen leaves, it has untreated wood shavings, and then it also has alternating layers of what I call nitrogen, which is maybe your garden trimmings and also the food scraps that we have here. And basically everything that goes into this kueh lapis is actually food for the microbes. The aerobic microbes that like oxygen like us. And then once the heap is created, it will start to heat up over the next couple of days. In this garden, we actually had compost harvested in 3 weeks.
The former environmental scientist eventually created Project Black Gold, which links up people making compost and people with food waste they can contribute as raw material. She says there's a spike in interest in Singapore.
I can say that maybe in the last year, I do see a very sharp increase in interest in community composting. The government has been encouraging this community composting. Even though a lot of the people I meet, they actually come to me and they say, I have no idea what composting is about. Can I come and visit you so that I can actually see something like, I can feel it, I can see whether it smells or not.
On a larger scale, Beyond Low is conducting sustainable farming and also selling local produce for businesses. It wasn't quite the walk in the park when he first started a decade ago.
Yeah, so it has been definitely rewarding, but also very challenging, I guess, in the early days of deciding to leave the corporate life and to do something in the sustainability field. And just looking into the spaces in Lim Chu Kang and Kranji, it was quite inaccessible for someone starting up. And so we really wanted to focus on how do we teach people how to actually sow a seed and harvest the vegetables.
Although there were interest in urban farming, they were largely elderly individuals who were retired. Later on, though, others became keen.
When we saw the sort of global food trends come out, the farm-to-table movement started to start from the global north. We then saw a lot more younger people joining the cause.
The company, which won Singapore's President Award for the Environment in 2021 for its work, is helping local building owners to design their own roof gardens.
Today, we do have so many rooftops that are greened, so many buildings, facades that are green. We just need to kind of shift the mindset of how do we produce food in these spaces.
Beyond's hopes for the future of edible gardens is ultimately to spread his sustainability model to the world.